to watch the black light because obviously it's gone.
It has been, hasn't it?
It does feel like ages. I don't know why that is though, because we haven't actually missed any. I know we had a little flurry of quite a few, but it feels like forever. Yeah, it does. It does feel like forever ago, but it has snowed since. In our defence, it probably feels like a different world.
I built an igloo.
You built an igloo.
I built an igloo.
Ooh. Is there no audio at all, or is it just James and I that you can't hear because we're in the same room? So, just checking Blacklist. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear nothing? What is the crack?
It's because I'm here, isn't it?
Can't hear. Okay. Okay, I have asked that, but I'll ask again. Just to clarify, you can hear me, James.
Hello?
Can you hear James?
Yeah.
You just can't hear Will. Audio in and out, can't hear Will. Sound keeps going. Yeah, problem with sound. I can hear you now, but no Will. So, fairly confidently, without the mention of Cowell, we can all hear me and James. So we'll carry the whole Blacklist ourselves while Will delivers the whole thing in sign language.
Thanks, Will.
As in UK approved British Sign Language. I like that already from Pilgrim Tree. I can hear you too, sadly.
Oh, mate.
Bro.
I mean, no one's asking why am I in Scott's house.
I know.
I mean, no one cares.
But
it's all about Will, innit? It's all about Will.
But also, it's like Will is a twat. That's a bit harsh, Pilgrim G. But when Will's got his audio back, he can maybe defend himself. But right now, he can't. Can't hear Will at all. So, Will, I don't know what you need to do. Maybe come in and out, but yeah. No, I've no doubt. Can hear James. Never mind, Susie.
Oh,
there's always better days.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, I don't know. Blacklist is
right. Now I'm in the room. I reckon I can see little green and yellow and red wavy bits moving as I'm talking.
Right on cue. Pilgrim G says, "Why is James in Scott's house?"
Thank you very much. Yeah,
you don't know this is my house. Only James says it's my house. It may not be my house.
It could be like.
It could be anywhere.
It could be anyone's house.
Yeah.
Could be your house.
Why are you in my house, James?
I don't know. My internet's broken, so I had to drive over to Scott's.
Yeah. So whilst there is a myth that we are brothers, which is untrue, it is true that we live together. And I send James out as me, and sometimes James goes out as me, and sometimes I go out as James.
I really wish you had a beanie on, James. It would look like I've been busy cloning you.
it's literally like Step Brothers. Although I've never seen that still.
It's not that good.
Are you in the shed? No, I'm actually in my office stroke the majority of the first record. I was written in here. So, yeah. But it is an outbuilding-ish, sort of. But yeah. But it's not a shed, no. It is an internal...
It was an outbuilding, and now it's an in-building?
Yeah, it's an in-outbuilding, yeah. It was an outbuilding, but now it's in an outbuilding, definitely. Yeah.
Gina says, "Is that a new hat, Will, or did you find your lost one?" No, I did not find my lost one. This is my emergency backup hat.
Yeah, indeed. Thankfully, I'm on my emergency backup. I bought two of these beanie at the same time, but I'm on my second one because I have lost the first one. I know exactly where I lost it as well. It was on the way back from Wildfire. Is when that beanie no longer is mine because it's still in the car that I came back in, and that's where that beanie is. So I know exactly where it is. But no longer on my head, most sadly.
We need to get back up to Wildfire to get Scott's beanie,
please.
Oh yeah, well, Dave, if Dave is watching, we need to play Wildfire again so that we can get the beanie back, please.
Get my beanie back, absolutely. Dave Earl, no, it's not an outhouse, but I do have an outhouse. But it's not in this part. It's at the other hothouse. But yes, I have an old outside stone T-back or a small building that I would assume would have been the loo at one point. But yeah, is now, we literally call it the outhouse as well.
But apparently it's frowned upon when I try and go to the loo in there these days.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you come in, piss on my boiler, which is a sore subject this week. So let's
Yeah, I
not
was
go
going to
there.
say, let's not talk about your boiler. Me pissing on it is probably as warm as it got this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, it's an innie, not an outie. Exactly. Although we should clarify that immediately. I think in the blacklist, I've never seen an outie in the wild. And you see the genuine outie because they're supposed to be all these innies and outies. But what I find is there's innies and these outies are like alleged, but I've never seen one.
You think that outies are like an urban myth?
No, I think outies exist, but I think they're very, very rare and surprisingly freakish, which is why the outies go, oh, we're just as common as the innies, but not what I'm feeling.
I've seen a couple of outies.
Have you? Wow, real in the wild outies.
You know, look, I love the fact that as a band, we try hard to be inclusive of everyone, friendly to everybody, but we just alienated everyone with an outie. By calling them freakish.
No, what I'm saying is we need to clarify in the blacklist right now if anyone has a genuine outie. So I know you've got an innie, Will, because I think I've been a.
Don't want to know. Don't want to know.
Yeah. And I know you've got an outie because I think if you because if you had an outie, I would have known that by now. So yeah, any blacklist outies out there, we'd like to know. Please.
Out yourselves right now.
And while you're checking, because everyone's going now, oh, I don't know, and having a bit of a look, don't forget, help us by clicking that like button and subscribe if you haven't already.
Well, I mean, do one then the other. It'd be very difficult to check, like to try and get your mouse and click whilst you're checking your stomach. Don't make it complicated. Just.
Wait, can I see your belly button, Will?
You want to see my belly button?
Yeah, just to prove it, you know.
Oh my god, you're gonna get more tattoo then when you do that. There it is.
In.
Now, if that isn't worth a like, I don't know what is.
Did
you just exploit me?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not going to get my stamp.
I can see the graph now doing this. It's going.
it is actually.
And then Scott and I are going to take our, man flesh out, and the graph's going to go.
It's going to crash and burn. The stream is literally going to crash.
No, I like these. Pilgrim G has said, if I had an outie that turned out to be a hernia. Nice. Yeah, that's a different kind of outie. I also like this. Where else would you put the salt if you had eating celery in bed? Which is that's a very sensible suggestion.
I can just picture it. That's
yeah, absolutely.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I believe Kaz. I think she said nice tats. Nice tat. Will. Wasn't any, but since I've had a hernia. So Deb, you're right there.
Wow.
With Pilgrim G, with outies turning into hernias, and you thought mine was the low point. Look, and we've gone past it.
There we are.
That's what I like about the blacklist.
Every day's a new opportunity to hit a.
But also, just to make a point, nobody has genuinely said yes, I have an outie. All of them have said, oh no, I had that. Oh no, it turned out to be a hernia. Blah blah blah. So what I'm saying is, do outies really exist?
Almost confirming your initial hypothesis.
Outies, the unicorn of the stomach.
This is what I mean. I'm yet to have a genuine blacklist to say I genuinely have a real outie that wasn't a hernia.
We're not a real band until at least one of our followers has got an outie, have we?
Outies, are they a myth?
What does Harris have?
I'm pretty sure it's an innie.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Enough to know if he had an outie and I didn't go, boo! No. Yeah. Dav definitely got an innie.
Yeah. Okay.
I like how sure you are about these as well.
Yeah. I reckon Dylan would have been had an outie.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think so. He seems like the outie kind of guy.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I bet he's got an outie. That's why he couldn't stay any longer. He felt too uncomfortable knowing that you hated the outie so much under the surface.
Yeah. So Pilgrim G, where do the outies store their fluff? It's an excellent point. And also, why is belly button fluff always the same colour? No matter what t-shirt you've got on, it's always that weird sort of grey blue thing. I never get white fluff or pink fluff or red fluff.
It's because it's coming from inside.
I don't know. It's confusing. Kaz, again, I've seen a couple of outies, but again, not confessing to be an outie herself. So again, more for the myth. Oh, I spotted one once, like the Loch Ness Monster, but don't actually possess my own. Therefore, I'm still maintaining outies. Are they real?
Anyone else got their belly button pierced?
No. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that's a fair point. Again, can you pierce an outie?
Yeah, because you don't pierce the actual belly. You go kind of like above it or below it.
So would you have like a pierced outie? Wow, that'd be interesting. So let's take this up a notch. Has anyone ever seen a pierced outie?
Well, no one's admitting to have seen. Well, only Kaz and you have seen a couple of outies, I think. So I've never seen a pierced outie. I mean, when you get above like the age of like 12 and you stop doing PE in primary school, you stop seeing as many belly buttons in the wild because you're not getting changed altogether. So
this is
and at that point there are people who've got outies, but memory fades, and it wasn't one of the things where I was like, right, outie, I'm going to remember you guys because I need to talk about this in a podcast.
Yeah, but you also think about the amount of gigs you've been to and the amount of, like, you know, in my case, sports situations, as in playing sport. I would have thought that by now I'd have gone, nah, geezer's got an 80. But, or you know, geezette. But right now, never seen one. Never seen one, apart from on the telly.
Maybe it was a fad that happened.
I don't know.
You know, can we talk about something music related?
Possibly.
I heard that if you got them vaccines, it gave you an outie.
That's true. Managed to persuade a girlfriend a few years ago that belly button fluff came from inside.
Gross.
Nice. Outies do look a bit odd. There we go. We're getting some. You know, people are getting comfortable now to share their outie feelings. Everyone is accepted in the blacklist, including if they are an outie. I have not got an outie, but had keyhole surgery through it. Wow, a keyhole surgery through your innie. Fair play. Had it pierced, took it out, not outie. Okay, there you go. We love outies, disclaimer, absolutely. I've seen a pierced outie before, again, on another individual. Oh, I saw one once.
That's got to be rare.
A pierced outie.
The pierced outie.
Excellent for being partaking in the lesser spotted pierced outie. Impressive.
I think that wins an award.
Nice segue, Will. Nice segue.
Woo-hoo!
In case it isn't blatantly obvious, none of that belly button conversation was planned. I mean, I'm sure that is blatantly obvious.
Wait,
just
what?
in case
Wasn't
it isn't. We don't sit around going, should we open up on belly buttons?
Well, I certainly didn't.
No, absolutely. But there we are. Such is the madness that is the blacklist.
Indeed.
So, where do you want to go with awards then, Will?
Preferably to the stage to collect one, I would imagine.
Nice.
Dropping in super quick to say hi. Hi, Black Sancho.
Hey.
We have changed our clocks in New England, and now I'm an hour ahead. So, that's really confusing.
Yeah.
So is that...
Late or early?
Oh, hang on. New England, so again, the West Coast, right? So they're about 6 hours behind. Yeah. So it used to be midday, so I'm guessing like 1, 2 in the afternoon.
Nice.
I must admit, I was very confused when she left a comment on my Facebook saying, you're an hour late, so I won't be able to see it. And I was like, shit, do we normally do it? Do we normally do this? I was really confused.
That was just our clocks do change, but not till the end of the month. So we have 3 more weeks, and then we'll be back to the same difference that we were already with New England, but clearly not yet. The same difference, absolutely. Can't help smiling at Will's face every time you mention belly button fluff. One more, we're feeling belly button fluff. I can tell. Do you not find it satisfying at the end of the day to get in there?
No. Do you know what? I find it really uncomfortable talking about belly buttons.
Really?
It's not something.
Now I want to talk about it more.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's preferable to toe jam. You don't want to get fluff between your toes. Fluff in the belly button's all right, I think.
Well, I think toe jam, if that's what we're going to call it, if that's what we're going to call it, is way more acceptable than belly button fluff, because most socks like leave a little bit of fluff now and again, whereas what's going on in your belly button? Why is there fluff in there in the first place?
Are you trying to upset me? Just by talking about toe jam and belly button fluff now.
No, I just want to know which... James, look. Just James. If you had to eat one or the other...
Wow.
Dick. Absolute dick.
Right.
On any given day, right? On any given day... Like, let's say we finish the Black Lakes tour, and unfortunately there's been no shower facilities for like the 10 nights, right? At the end of the tour, Scott's like, oh, fuck me, check out how much belly button fluff I got. And I go, right, hold on to that. And we get that and we put it on one plate. And then he goes, fucking hell, look how much toe jam I got. And we go, right, hold on to that. And we put on another plate. And then we go, right, James, I'm going to kill you if you don't eat one of these plates.
Fluff.
There are so many things that I need to say.
So, would you put your tongue in the belly button hole to get the belly button fluff out? Or would you lick the toe jam? There we go.
I think a belly button for me every time.
Lick the belly button. Lick the toe.
Just there's fewer belly buttons than toes.
Yeah,
So you're just only letting yourself in for multiple toe jams.
Yeah.
Whereas with the belly button, once you know you're in and done.
Yeah, but it's belly.
It's one and done, whereas you've got a lot of valleys in between the toes.
It's all far too important, right? So I've not had the best of weeks, so this is really cheering me up. I have to be honest.
Yeah.
But, right, where are we? Any news? We will come to that, Karen Cook. No, basically, no news.
We'll come to that. No.
Well, there has been no news. We have no idea when we'll know. We have no idea when we're going to know. It's far too early to start asking them when will we know. I know Deb's very kindly, thank you very much, posted on the Kerrang site saying when will we know. We don't know.
But we're still moving forward with our plans of world domination.
Absolutely.
But this isn't stopping us. We're just carrying on.
I can't let this one go because Pilgrim G very intelligently, I think, and also incredibly importantly said, I'm sure the pierced outie was probably an infection.
That's an insightful comment, isn't it?
Julie says it's 8 p.m. Yes, thanks, Julie. Well, it's 15:15 now, but I think you were in relation to the
when we start
time. There we go. Once again, I have a cousin who has an outie. A cousin. Again, not even a close relation.
Could be anyone, couldn't it?
It's a myth. Yeah. Exactly.
Like rocking horse poo.
This is my point. Got to have a good dig around and see what's fallen into. Have you had anything in your belly button other than fluff?
Well, what's happening to the graph, mate? Is it going down?
No, we're going
down. No, weirdly, it's stabilised quite high. Next Blacklist topic, body issues.
No, in all seriousness, it's only been 15 minutes, we're fine.
Okay.
Have you ever had anything in your belly button other than fluff?
A tongue?
No, I mean like a physical thing, not like, other than a physical thing, it's like, I don't know, jam, coffee, like an intentional insertion into the belly button of some kind of food stuff or liquid. Salt,
yeah,
for the celery.
What
What about you, Will? Anything other than the piercing and the needle gone into your belly button, other than your finger and belly button fluff?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, I don't know what happens when I'm asleep, but I'm worried that you know more about my belly button than I do at this point, so...
I don't think I do know a lot about your belly button.
I heard Will likes to do the peanut butter thing.
If you know about my belly button, what is on the ball bearing of my piercing?
I have no idea.
Is it something goth related, like a skull?
My guess would be a skull, but I have no idea.
It's a skull.
We know him well. We know him well.
It is a skull. It actually is.
Yeah, of course. Why would you not want anything in your belly button that wasn't skull related?
It was actually Dave said a slipper. Fuck you, Dave. It's a tiny little slipper.
Importantly, though, right, this is really important before we genuinely move on to the topic of awards. So, in Beauty and the Beast, which I didn't know, you know the bit where Gaston gets thrown off the roof?
Yeah.
It implies his death when he goes down, and only adults really know he's dying.
Yes.
But actually, the kids never see him genuinely hit, so they don't think he's dead.
Well,
apparently, although I've not verified it, if you look very closely, they've actually they drew skull and crossbones in his eyes, so you can see Gaston's eyes to the skull and crossbones as he drops.
Do you know what's weird? Oh, sorry, James, go on.
Well, I thought Scott was going to ask that weird question of when the guy transforms from the beast, does he still have a beast dong?
Well, no, but I wonder if going from beast to human, it changes his innie or his outie. That would be interesting.
Nice.
I mean, I would imagine as a hairy beast, you'd have more fluff than you would as the human. Because
I don't know what it says about me, but I find the beast way more attractive than the prince.
Right, you're into furries.
The prince?
You're into furries,
Yeah.
so it's
So you mean the prince or the princess?
No, I mean when he obviously Belle is way more attractive than the beast or prince.
Okay, right,
That's not what I'm saying. I mean Gaston's more attractive than the prince. Obviously Bane. The whole thing about this is that Belle isn't vain enough to just go on looks.
I know what you mean though, because
he said he liked the beast.
Yeah, which I can understand because obviously the prince has a weird kind of. What if Jason Donovan had took loads of steroids thing going on?
Yeah, true.
It's
like they made the prince ugly on purpose.
Yeah, it is weird. It is weird.
Yeah,
absolutely. I would agree.
What I was going to say about that ending to Beauty and the Beast is that my mind has done over the years. My mind has done this really weird conflation where, when you started talking about that scene, I saw Gaston fall, and then I saw him hit the horns of a gargoyle, which is from The Crow.
From The Crow, yeah.
But in my mind, that was Gaston.
Yeah, I mixed those two up too.
Weird.
But yeah, obviously the Gaston was murdered by the Beast, whereas the guy in the Crow was killed by 16 hours of pain, which I've always liked. It's one of my favourite moments.
Well, was he murdered by the Beast or did he fall? It was very slippery and high.
He did stab him before, to be fair.
To be fair, he did slip and fall because the Beast then scared him, but it was his own bloody fault.
Well, it started with breaking and entering. You know, he wasn't welcome, wasn't invited.
Kill the Beast!
Wow. We were in a swimming pool years ago. My dad had an outie due to the hernia. This guy was watching us in the pool. He came over, whispered, "That guy is flashing under the water," not knowing it was my dad. Now that I like. It's a hernia masquerading as an outie, masquerading as a chode.
Nice. Can we ask
That guy's flashing you, and it's fiercely underwhelming.
Do the Blacklist know what a chode is? I bet you they don't.
Well, we'll go back to find out. Many kids' stories are dark, much like our music. The Beast is way better looking. There you go, Debs is on board with Prince or the Beast. You're going to sleep with the Beast.
Hairy love.
Yeah, I think it's because you have more time in the film to get accustomed to the Beast. So therefore, the Prince is a bit like at the end, if you know what I mean, because you're not used to him being. But
it is the same person, so technically, we're literally being vain by just saying, "Oh no, write him off now, write him off. Should have stayed the Beast." Because actually, he's the same person.
I think it's probably Danny Boyle that said it best, wasn't it, in Trainspotting? You know, it's got nothing to do with morality. It's all to do with aesthetics. At the end of the day, you know.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, as long as you love whatever you're poking in your outie, I think it's all good.
Absolutely.
I always thought about the frog and the princess story. I'd never kiss the frog in case it turned into a smarmy prince. Absolutely. And also, you know, that frog might be LSD or tripping juice.
Hallucinogenic.
Yeah.
He may not transform, but he may do in your mind.
I mean, maybe that's what actually happened, is the writer licked a frog, had a massive trip, but the frog turned into a prince and went, "I've got a good idea for a Disney story."
And then moved to a state where it was legally possible to marry a frog.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you are right, Dave. There are nursery rhymes that are all very dark. There are very few, like look at Rockabye Baby. Down will come cradle baby and all. Like basically you're going to die. It's very odd.
What are you doing putting the bloody cradle up in the tree in the first place? During a storm?
It's a bunch of madness, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Did you hear about the Hickory Dickory Dock?
Yes.
3 mice run up the clock.
Allegedly.
The clock struck 1.
What happened to the other 2?
They escaped with minor injuries.
Oh my God! It's like watching a terrible comedy double act, and I have got no control over it.
What do you mean? What do you mean terrible? We've got peak Blacklist views right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Literally, that was incredible. You two could have scripted that. It's amazing.
We didn't.
We're brothers, so you know.
Yeah.
You got that finger on. You got that finger on.
Yeah. Blood brothers. Absolutely. Yeah. So awards. What award have you had in your life, James? Non-music related.
My best award is
the Bearded Chuckle Brothers. Sorry.
Now, I have no idea what the award is. So can you tell me what that is?
So you know what a shandy is?
I do know what a shandy is.
Tell people.
They don't know what a shandy is, surely. It's like lager and then lemonade in the top.
Yeah.
And or half and half, depending.
Half and half. Otherwise, it's a lager top.
Well, I have to say, the other day, Lee gave the most outstanding definition of lemonade to alcohol ratio I'd ever seen.
Oh, yeah?
Like, I was like, but he was like, oh, no, if you do that, it's a half, and if you do that, it's a dash, and if you do... Yeah, he, like, knew all the lingo for all the levels of lemonade in your drink.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
So, yeah, I was on a rugby tour. I used to play as a hooker in my younger days.
That's why he still wears a skirt.
I was rather good, thank you very much. And anyway, on one trip, I was out Ireland, and apparently I drank the least amount of pints on a night out. I thought mine was pretty good, but the rest of the gentlemen drank significantly more than I did. Hence, I was awarded the Shanty Queen
Nice
trophy.
That's not bad.
Which was a pair of rugby posts on an actual.
Wait, James. The audio cut out. It was a pair of rugby boots on a what?
A pair of... No, it wasn't a pair. It was just rugby poles on a plaque with an inscription that said, Ireland Tour, Shandy Queen, James Rowlands.
Nice. I mean, well, congratulations, I think, is in order.
Yeah, well done, James.
Well done.
You managed to drink fewer pints than anyone else on the rugby tour.
I was 19. I thought.
Yeah, I'm
good innings.
I'm there. So yeah, no, Blacklist. Please do tell us your awards, good or otherwise. I'd like to think mine's pretty special. We'll have to see. Meme of the week for me. I got fired from my job for asking smoking or non-smoking. Apparently, I'm supposed to ask cremation or burial. I like that one. That was quite funny. I won some medals for athletics and a trophy for rugby when I was a teenager. So just not so very long ago. I'm gonna be nice to Dave there.
Yeah, but Dave, tell us about this week, not last week.
Yes, Ring of Rosie is about the Black Death. That is true. And we should have called ourselves Black Death instead of Black Lakes.
Bit mental, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite mental, isn't it? Black Death.
Yeah, then we just get more people slamming us online for our terrible vocals.
our lack of metal. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Hey, if it helps though, Will, I know you might not think that, but when you look at all the comments, they're equally as disparaging about the guitar and the music.
They're equally slamming everything. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like, this is really simple. Why have you got 9 guitar players?
I just love all the comments that are like, "Yeah, man, it's amazing, except those vocals." I'm like, I'm the one responding to most of them. Like, thank you.
There is no reason for you to take that personally.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah. Gavin, it's impossible to catch you up on the magnificence that has been the innie-outie conversation.
Gavin, have you got an innie or an outie? That's what we need to know right now.
Yeah, you could be our first outie. We're in relation to belly buttons, Mr. Higgs. Are you an innie or an outie? Back to awards, Will. Awards, non-music related awards that you are have been owed in your time.
I won a it wasn't really an award, but it was like a cash prize in place of an award. If that counts.
Yeah, it counts.
So I went to uni in Cheltenham, and anyone who lives in Cheltenham will know that this week is a nightmare week because of the Cheltenham races. And one year, me and all my housemates thought it would be a good idea to work the Cheltenham races, and we decided that we would work security. So you can already imagine me being security because I am the biggest, buffiest guy you know in the band. Yeah. So the guy running security, this big, bold Irish dude, was like, "You stand here, you guard this entrance, you make sure no one comes through it until you're relieved by the next shift." And I was like, cool. And then everyone else got on with their day, and then everyone else forgot and went home.
Oh.
And I was like, well, I really need this money, and I haven't been relieved, so maybe my shift is still going, even though I was supposed to finish 6 hours ago, and it's freezing and raining. I didn't know what to do, so I just thought, well, fuck it. Like, no one's come to say, tell me to get off the post, so I've got to stay on the post, because that's what the guy told me to do, and he's massive. And then, like bearing in mind, all the public left at, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, sure.
10:30, 11 o'clock at night, he's leaving sight in his Land Rover and comes past where I'm stood, and he's like, rolls down his window, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "Well, you told me not to leave this spot until the next shift relieved me from the spot." And he was like, "Go fucking home." And then the next day he pulled me up on, because we used to we had these team meetings for all the staff working the grounds in one of the big tents. He pulled me up on stage in front of the entire staff and was like, "This fucking guy is so fucking dedicated to his role in this team," and gave me 50 quid as a reward for my dedication.
For being so stupid and not having your own mind.
I don't know, dedication award sounds really cool, actually.
Really?
50 quid he got out of it.
It was raining. It was clear that he was gone home. It was clear that he was forgotten about. And that kind of blind dogma is what gets us into this mess, I think, as a nation. But it's incredibly impressive, Will.
50 quid.
I mean, I got 50 quid. When you're a student, 50 quid, that's a good night.
Money.
That's a good
It's a great story, to be fair. It was a very good story. I liked it.
But I hear what you're saying as well.
Yeah, it's
think for yourself.
I mean, not
authority.
Yeah, not that, but not at that age. I would have been the same. I would have been definitely the Will going. No one's told me I could move. I'm not going to move.
What made it worse was two of my housemates got the cushy inside. You must wear a suit and you're in the VIP area, and I was like, fuck's sake.
It's because you had that security hard, look.
Well, yeah. No one was going to mess with me. Let's face it. They knew they were looking at instant death if they tried to get if they tried to get through that gate. Not some weedy little guy going, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
the really big bold guy said you shouldn't go through here.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
Good old security. There's so much goodness here.
Can we catch up on the list?
I was mayor of my town 4 times. Was called the mayor with the hair.
Nice.
Quite like that.
Yeah.
It's good. The only award I won was for gymnastics when I was 11. But I have helped others win by helping them out with art projects.
Class.
It's nice. Now, this will be very short. Gavin says, laughing my ass off, outie, smiley face. So that now needs photographic evidence and proof. So when
we got one!
So you need to take a photo of that and send it so that everyone is aware that your outie is real and not a myth.
In the Blacklist group right now.
I've been awarded for ice hockey and badminton and swimming. Not an award exactly, but I felt like it. One of my artworks is in the Tate archives.
Ooh.
Good God!
Nice.
Wow, that's we got a new winner right there so
That's
far.
impressive.
Top that one. Good grief!
All your awards mean nothing. Gavin's got an outie.
I was awarded a distinction for a recorder when I was 9, which we all know the recorder's not a real musical instrument, so that doesn't count.
Yes, it is.
I'm not even going to mention the slipper comment. I'm just going to let you pick that one out, Will. That's fine. Jace won 2 tickets for download in 2005 and a box of 48 Snickers. He
I
gave
did well chuffed with the Snickers.
but thankfully gave the second ticket to me. Now, awards, no, but if you're winning, I won. It's hard to say when I finish the sentence. I won a Wii once.
Tell me what you won.
Yeah.
I want to be one.
Well, I was in the Cardiff arcade, and it was like, fill in this postcard, pop it in, and we might let you know. And I was like, I bet you no one fills this in and bothers.
Yeah.
Chucked it in,
And you won.
fair play. A couple of weeks later, you've won a Wii. So I got a free Wii.
Epic.
Yeah, it was pretty good, but that wasn't an award. Still nice to win a competition. On a slight aside, I also think it's very, very important we establish people's roles in school. So I always, I was like, I was never head boy, right? I mean, if anyone in this is head boy or head girl, something's going wrong. I got.
No, that's not true. That's not true because I saw in Black Marker in the toilet and fuel that you were the head boy.
Hey, so funny. And I think you were bending over at the time in fuel when you read it, as far as I know. But
I was. I dropped something. That's all. I dropped something.
yeah, I've heard.
He was investigating a spurious hole in the toilets.
There's this weird finger that just kept popping through it.
What's in there?
Someone kept like shoving their outie through it. It was weird.
I think that's Will's best ever award. What was in the glory hole? Oh dear, this is descending well. What was I going to say? But yeah, I'd be interested to know what people got awarded in school as a role. Because I got games monitor. So my job was to tidy up the games cupboard. That's how shit I was.
Wow. Basically, you just got employed,
monitor.
but you didn't get paid.
Yeah.
That's what...
I got the lowest of the low, which is games monitor. It even had it on the badge.
I bet you took it. I bet you took it. I can imagine little Scott Bradshaw taking that so seriously as well. Step away from board games.
Pick up the cones. It's like, I'm afraid that you've had your basketball allocation for the lunch. You need to give 3 of those basketballs back.
Wow.
It was painful. Well, what were you? Prefect monitor?
I got declined. I got declined.
You got nothing.
My application to school was declined.
Hang on. I took 3 years to do A levels, not 2.
Okay.
And my first year, I mostly did surfing.
Okay.
And was a little bit of a rebel rouser.
Sure.
So when it came to everybody else getting a prefect badge and me not getting one,
Yeah.
that hurt.
Yeah,
that hurt a little.
yeah. You were little and included. So
Yeah.
you got nothing. You didn't even get games monitor.
No.
I feel a success on this.
I took 3 years to do my A levels as well, James. Don't worry.
I turned it round. And the next year it was
Yeah.
prefect
You
all
were
the way.
games monitor. Yeah.
Prefect all the way.
Prefect. You made
Yeah,
prefect.
I turned it around.
You went, all right, and that's what happens to see if I'm a good boy, and then it all worked.
Yeah.
What about
Do you
you,
know
Will?
I just want to make the point that I took 3 years to do my A levels, and if I hadn't, I would have never met one of my best friends. So everything happens for a reason.
No, it doesn't. Everything happens. Leave it there.
Outies exist. Leave it there.
I'm still waiting for the evidence. I've got a few awards as a kid for keyboard playing, dancing, and swimming. They felt like gold at the time. Don't they just?
At the same time? Dancing and swimming at the same time?
Singing award in school at 13 and in 14 at the Eisteddfod.
Oh, I love an Eisteddfod.
I love an Eisteddfod.
Eisteddfod.
I won an oh my god, is Black Sunshine still on the call? I won an Aerosmith tape from a record store. It was a promotional one, not for sale. The only thing I ever won like that, so I was well chuffed. Wow, what was that Aerosmith tape called, Dave Hill? We need to know.
Looks like a lady.
But I don't want to kill anyone with laughter or scar anyone. It sounds like a genuine outing. I think you might have to DM or PM either Will or one of us.
Whoa. Like, you're going to open up... I do not want any unsolicited outie pics in my inbox.
Don't slide into Will's inbox with an outie.
Slide into my DMs with your outies.
It'd be Will's OnlyFans outie pages. Like it.
Nice.
I had tickets to Harry Potter Studios before it opened. Ooh. Ticket for the Crows at Chepstow Castle last year, and just won tickets for this year's Firestorm.
Wow.
Fucking hell. Hang out with Deb. Yeah. She's super lucky. Gets all the luck.
What competitions are you entering, and how come I don't know about them?
I think the more that sticks in my mind, I did win Best Hair. Sorry, which I quite like.
What did you do to win?
In the end of year work awards, I was given the role.
Wait, end of year work awards?
An official award for Best Hair, and I'm really, really sure it was meant unironically.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, definitely it was meant unironically. Because everyone has fairly normal hair, don't they? Whereas my hair was, fairly alternative.
Was it?
So there was a bit going on.
Who wins Best Hair in the band? I vote Daff. Because that kid's hair has just gone insanely long, like out of nowhere.
It needs a trim, if you ask me. I think it's gone past the apex point.
I don't even know how he's done that.
Dreads.
Yeah,
dreads.
That is an interesting question for the Blacklist. I really like that question.
Let's not pit us against each other because it'll be embarrassing.
Yeah, absolutely.
For you.
Who do you think in the Blacklist has the best hair? Yeah, Get a Grip. That was my favourite Aerosmith record as well. Funny enough, back to the innings and outings and the piercing. It had a pierced udder, didn't it, on the cover? Get a Grip.
Did it?
The cow had a pierced udder at the bottom. I don't think it had a skull in the bell like your belly button bell does. But yeah, and also the cow was branded, wasn't it, with Get a Grip.
Disclaimer: there's no bell there. It doesn't jingle when I'm walking around or anything.
No bell, but isn't it called a ball? Or is it a ball end? Sorry, not a bell end. A ball end. Sorry, Will, you're not a bell end. You're a ball end. Good to know.
There's a ball end there.
I am both.
Nice.
Yeah. Any other awards, gentlemen and ladies in the Blacklist? What other awards have we won? So yeah, Games Monitor, Best Hair. It's about all I've got until Shandy King,
Shandy Queen. It was
Shandy Queen. 50 quid for not thinking for himself.
Yeah, it's good.
And obeying is like sticking and obeying the man.
I was born to be a front man. Not thinking for myself. I was born to be a front man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. We obviously did slightly discuss this earlier today. Yeah. I think all of the recent awards for You Left Behind are the
pinnacle.
Yeah, definitely. It really does feel like, as much as Best Hair means a lot to me.
I can imagine.
ERB, Midnight Tornadoes, East London Radio, and Pete's News and Views. Is that right?
Rock News and Views, yeah.
Yeah. The album of the year is very tough to beat. Special. Yeah.
Right, I want to, before we go any further, and I forget, I want to go through the reddening. I want to go through the Heavy Music Awards.
Yeah.
Because I want to note down our predictions so that we can laugh at each other when we get them wrong.
Nice. Okay. We'll have a little.
Right. So I will read them out, and you give me your predictions. So, best album: Architects, The Classic Symptoms of a Broken Spirit; Bad Omens, Death, Peace of Mind; Ghost, Impera; Hailstorm, Back from the Dead; Nova Twins, Supernova; Slipknot, The End So Far; or Vukovi with Nulla.
So I think that Ghost will win it.
I'd like Ghost to win it,
but I wouldn't. I think Bad Omen should win it. But
funnily enough, I was going to say the same thing.
That's terrifying.
It's terrifying. I was going to say Ghost, but I don't think I don't think Ghost will come and they'll do video award and he'll say, "Oh, thank you very much for my award."
Yeah. So far, Hailstorm, Ghost and Ghost. We had 2 votes for Ghost, 1 for Hailstorm. So I don't think there's too much for delay tonight, which is good, so we can get the Blacklist votes in. And also, Evelyn votes for Will having best hair.
Woo!
There you go. I've been supplanted. And that's only 1 vote. It's a long way to go.
It's best belly button hair. That's what she's voting on, right?
I'm in for a shout. My beard here.
I'm sure a few more of these votes are coming now. So my prediction is Ghost, but I think it should be Bad Omens.
I think Bad Omens will take it.
Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe they will. Maybe they will.
I'm saying that. Right. Best breakthrough album. So we've got Bloodywood with Rakshak. Is it Cassiette? Is that how you pronounce their name?
I think it's just cassette, but it's just spelled funny because she's modern edge.
Stupid. Sad Girl Mixtape. Charlotte Sands with Love and Other Lies. Harriet with Profound Morality. Static Dress with Rogue Carpet Disaster. Wargasm with Explicit, the mixtape, or Witch Fever with Congregation.
Can I go this time?
Yeah, you go first, and I'll to see if I agree with you.
I'm going with Witch Fever.
Okay. I actually don't agree. I think Wargasm will win that one.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think it's all about the gasm.
I think Wargasm will take that one. I don't know if I want them to take that one, but I think they will probably take that one. If it was me making the decision, I'd probably say Static Dress.
Yes, Static Dress has a vote in the feed, as does Ghost, and Wargasm does. And also Dav gets a vote for Best Hair. I like the way that the Black Lake's hair is intermingling with the Heavy Music Awards.
I love it. Best breakthrough album goes to Dav for Best Hair. Like, whoa!
Yeah.
Okay, we've got Best UK Artist. So we've got, the choices are Bob Vylan, Creeper, Holding Absence, Malevolence, Nova Twins, Sleep Token, or Vukovi.
Oof, that's tough.
I'd go with Holding Absence.
That's tough. I would like to go with Holding Absence. I think they possibly could win it, but genuinely, I would vote for Bob Vylan. Some of Bob Vylan's shit is awesome, I think. But that's me.
I go for Holding Absence. I think The Greatest Mistake of My Life is a phenomenal album.
And just because Dav isn't here, Sleep Token is what he vote for.
He would,
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of love for Sleep Token out there. So I quite like Sleep Token, to be fair. They're growing on me.
I want to say I like Sleep Token, but I'm not one of those guys who's like, oh, they're big, so I don't like them. But I'm irritated by how many people like are obsessed with them, and therefore it makes me want to listen to them less because people just constantly tell me about how incredible they are.
Sure.
And having seen them live, I was a little bit like, oh yeah, this is good, but you know, like every song's quite like, oh, in a minute they'll play the Genty bit.
Yeah, sure.
And I was kind of like, yeah, it's cool, but
yeah, I understand that. It's not nice when a band's massive and you don't quite understand why. And as you know, I get that heavily a lot with. I better be careful because I might upset a lot.
I was going to say,
here.
you basically get that with all the bands I love.
Really, particularly one band, which let's just say that
Look, man, Spice Girls were absolutely incredible. I don't know what your problem is.
There is a romance in their name, and I've never quite understood why they ever got as big as they did. But hey, fair play to them. Much like the Token of Sleep. I'd go for Bob the Builder. I like that, Dave. That is a good suggestion.
Can we fix it?
Bob the Builder villain.
Susie says Malevolent. I'm not sure. Were they up for it? Were Malevolence?
Yeah, Malevolence were in the Best UK Artist, yeah.
Fair play.
She's not just trying to input her vote without any...
But
Okay.
I mean, we've got to vote for Bob the Builder, so I wasn't sure. So.
Best International Artist. Bad Omens. Electric Cool Boy. Ghost. Hailstorm. I Prevail. Massive. Is it Polyphia?
Yeah, Polyphia.
Those crazy kids with the crazy timings.
I love Polyphia.
Yeah, I know you do. And Spirit Box.
Ooh, that is a tough one again. Isn't
That's
it?
a hard round.
So when we think those again, I love Spirit Box.
Bad
I really
Omens. Bad Omens.
Bad-
Electric Cool Boy. Ghost. Hailstorm. I Prevail. Polyphia. Spirit Box. For me, it's I Prevail.
There it is.
I was going to say I'm about to make it a threesome. I would say I prevail out of all those.
Yeah.
So let's hope that I prevail, but let's see.
They prevail. Well, that's the three of us. That's a unanimous vote there.
If you haven't checked out I Prevail, by the way, anyone...
Kaz is with us as well. I Prevail.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, again, Bad Omen's very good. I Prevail, very good. But again, there's something about some of the catchiness of I Prevail that's just extraordinary.
I can't believe they made music that heavy, that catchy.
Too much. I'm a little bit paranoid. Oh. I know these go on forever. You might as well crack on.
Best UK live artist. Which is an odd terminology considering these are bands. But anyway, Biffy Clyro, Creeper, Enter Shikari, Neck Deep, Nova Twins, Skindred, or Vakovi?
Or for me, it's a tie between Skindred and Enter Shikari.
It's Biffy Clyro all the way for me.
I've got to go Shikari. Have to. I don't think you're alone, by the way, Dave. Dave's just chiming in with, I don't like Sleep Token or Ghost. I don't get it.
Fair enough.
So what I love about Black Lakes is, I can't imagine anyone that Lee would probably like less than Sleep Token, and he absolutely loves Ghost. And Dav loves Sleep Token and doesn't like Ghost. And I quite like Sleep Token. Not so keen on Ghost. So there's equally as much disparity within the band, Dave, let alone within the fans of the band. And that's really about the world. There we go. Biffy Clyro, Skindred all day long. Not seeing any of them. Skindred.
Pilgrim G votes for Black Lakes. I appreciate that.
Skindred are outstanding live, but I don't know. I can't. I've got a bit of a man crush on Shikari that I can't get past.
Fair enough. Right, best international live artist: Alexis on Fire, Electric Callboy, Ghost, Hailstorm, My Chemical Romance, Parkway Drive, or Turnstile.
I stopped listening at Alexis on Fire.
Yeah, I thought as much. But in terms of best live, it's got to be like Ghost, surely. That stage was sick.
Have you seen Alexis on Fire?
Yeah, but it's not.
I know, but
if you wanna know who I'd vote for, go to www.theonlybandever.com.
Yeah.
My Chemical Romance.
No.
Really?
That is the website for Alexis on Fire.
It is. Yeah. The thing is, Alexis are a bit of a funny band. Like, if you're in, then you love them at a point where you probably trample over your own mother.
You're really in. Yeah, you're really in.
People wouldn't be in. It's like, this is a mix of punk and melody, but I don't know. That somehow they got in there, and I can't let them go, and I will take them to bed with me and hug them.
Gross.
I love them so much. It's terrifying.
There's some love kicking off for Shinedown, even though they were not nominated. I really hate to break it to you guys. Sorry, Dave. Sorry, Karen. You cannot vote for Shinedown. There is not a other, and you can put in your own name.
No, it's Biffy are from Kilmarnock. Good to know. I mean, I love Biffy. You've seen them many times, but yes,
Biffy were my first band back after COVID in terms of big gig, and I cried.
Oh, wow. Nice. I like Biffy. I saw them at Reading when they were much smaller, which I like. I'm not sure I would have liked to have seen. I don't think there's anything wrong with Biffy now. They're huge, but it's nice to have caught them on the way up when it was all very muddy and angsty, and it was when they were still just with the alternative crowd. Before Simon Cowell, Many a Horror thing.
Best breakthrough live artist: As Everything Unfolds, Cassette, Harriet, Joey Valance and Bray, Lake Malevolence, Lake Malice, Static Dress, and Witch Fever.
So hang on, I was reading a comment, so I need to go back over those. Hang on, I haven't read the comment yet though. A lot of people saying understandably. I've not heard of these bands, but not listened to too many of them. Have seen Skindred, but wasn't fussed. I like My Chemical Romance because my kid played them constantly a few years back. Yeah, again, My Chem, if you're into them, there is no escape. So run me through those again.
Best breakthrough live artist: As Everything Unfolds, Cassette, Harriet, Joey Valance and Bray, Lake Malice, Static Dress, or Witch Fever.
Okay, I'm going Static Dress in that lot.
I'm going back to the Witch Fever.
I'm going to As Everything Unfolds. They are, if you know me, I've been raving about this band for a long time. I dragged everyone that was with me last year to Download to see them. They were the best of Download last year, and there were Deftones and Korn at Download last year. They are an awesome band. They are well worth seeing live. Brilliant tunes and brilliant live.
Nice.
They get my vote. Okay.
Everything Unfolds, saw them with Holding Absence and felt that they could have been headlining. Yeah, a lot of love for As Everything Unfolds.
Yeah, they are really good, to be fair.
Dave, I have to agree with you on that. Why isn't asking Alexandria up for the best live band? So as far as I know, although Kaz will tell us more, because she was actually involved in some of the voting, I believe they're nominated, and you get like 3,000 or something crazy nominations, and they're slowly whittled down. So I guess Asking Alexander didn't quite make the final cut. I don't know. They might have made the top 20 or something. I don't know.
I believe that's correct. You get like 3,000 people in the industry in some form. They all put in their opinion. It gets whittled down somehow, and then the last 7 or 8 go through to the public.
Yeah, and then we get to vote then ourselves. Okay. Well,
yeah,
is that it?
Susie said, as everything unfolds, are at SWX on Saturday with Shikari. I know they are. I can't go.
That is harsh. That is brutal.
I know. That is a really, really upsetting situation. But I can't.
Yeah,
that is.
It's very rare. It's happened to me a few times where you both like both the support band and the main band. That is a nice thing.
Yeah,
it's very rare. Happened to me a few times, but it's always special when that goes down. You're like, oh my god. I mean, sometimes you go, I don't even know the support band, but I end up liking them more than the main band. But when you're going, I like both these bands. It's like a double headline. It's pretty awesome.
So I just want to pick up on Dave Earl saying it's funny how many bands no one's really heard of. Now,
yeah, indeed.
It is, but it's also great because if you're asking 3,000 industry people and then you put it to the vote of the public, all of these bands are going to get people going, oh, I don't know, I'm going to check that out. I don't know, I'm going to check that out. And also they all get to go to this awards night now because they're all nominated, and that raises their profile. I've never heard of some of these people, like a lot of these artists, bands, but I'm going to now, aren't I? Cause
yeah, of course. Or at least it sits you and you go, oh yeah, I've heard of them, etc., etc. So yeah. In Cardiff, coming up in a few weeks is Caskets. I don't know if anyone's heard of Caskets. But, oh my god, I'm loving that right now.
There's something for you.
I am loving that right now. Can't get enough of it. So if you are, around in a few weeks, Cardiff, the Globe, they're playing. So
goodness me, we've got 7 categories to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Right. Best UK breakthrough artist: As December Falls, Black Gold, Cody Frost, Delilah Bonds, and Lake Malice or Kid Bookie.
That's a bit fast. I can't. We might have to run over the hour. Carry on.
Best UK breakthrough artist.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
As December Falls.
Yeah.
Black Gold. Maybe. Cody Frost. Delilah Bond. Kid Bookie. Lake Malice. Or Zand.
I wouldn't. I think As December Unfolds, was it? Did you say?
As December Falls.
As December Falls, yeah. Great. Great pop punk. I like it a lot.
I'm going to pass.
I've heard a few of those, but they're the only ones that I thought, that was alright. I quite like that.
I'll pass.
Dave says As December Falls as well. I reckon I'll take that one.
Mm.
I'll tell you what, As December Falls have got a absolutely massive advertising budget because I can't go near Facebook without them popping up on it.
Yeah, no, they must do. Yeah, they're definitely getting. Sorry, but I'm realising my phone that I'm reading the comments on are going over the camera.
You literally, like, every time you go to check the comments, you do this.
Yeah, I know. It's because James has made me move my camera angle, which has messed me up.
Right, so, best international breakthrough artist. Mm-hmm. Now, this is what I struggled. Charlotte Sands, Chat Pile, LS Dunes, Scene Queen, Scowl, Soul Blind, or Zulu.
I got to pass.
Holy shit! Yuvraj just joined the live stream.
No!
Hey, Yuvraj.
Yes.
Yuvraj!
What are you doing?
How's it going?
Hey.
Welcome on board.
That's amazing. I'm so pleased to see you. Weirdly, in a kind of not really seeing you way.
Sort of to clarify, in case you think that Yuvraj is one of the nominations for this category.
He's not.
I'll tell you what, Yuvraj is my best international breakthrough artist.
Yes, yeah. But then also, this is quite a funny little world because obviously, Kaz, I believe, we were nominated potentially for album art, and Yuvraj had a massive hand in that album art. So on the feed there, Yuvraj, there's Kaz as well in the YouTube land. So please do connect, give each other the love. Yeah, hard pass.
Yeah, I wouldn't know who to vote for there.
But I think I might check it out.
For me, like based on the pressure, like of looking at the pictures, I'm going with Scowl because they look moody.
Yeah. But hey, man, I think that's underestimated. There's been so many records where you're like, I like the look of that cover.
Yeah.
That's gonna.
Right.
It's a nice feeling when that happens. It's a bit harder these days, because not everything really aesthetically fits in the same way as it used to, but I remember seeing the album of In Silico by Pendulum, and I went, I reckon I'm going to like that. And boy, did I like that.
Right. Best festival.
Yeah, they're okay.
Easy.
Bearing in mind your answer could cost us the the competition. 2,000 Trees,
Yeah.
Aftershock,
Yeah.
Bring Me the Horizon Malta Weekender,
Uh-huh.
something called the most incredible, amazing Download Festival,
I see. Okay.
Hellfest, Outbreak Fest, or Slam
Yeah.
Dunk.
Good grief.
Well, we've played none of them yet. But if we had the opportunity to, I think I would probably go for the most amazing, epically awesome Download Festival. Yeah, probably.
I think there were quite a few there that are probably worth a shout, but
Yeah, they are.
yeah, it's 2,000 Trees is very good.
That's just down the road.
And not that far. And Hellfest, the lineup was extraordinary. It's like literally, here's my album collection on a festival all at the same time. So I don't think that can go unmentioned. But yeah, I don't know.
You ask any of my friends and they'll say Hellfest.
Yeah,
but
indeed.
I mean, did you see the poster for Aftershock Festival that came out today?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure the one you posted.
Yeah.
That was the one in Sacramento, yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty special.
Basically, any band you love is there.
Yeah.
Although it's a
Except us.
bit of a trek.
Yeah. But yeah, no, yeah. I think it's difficult to see past Download in that category, isn't it?
It
Absolutely.
is. Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Best single: Architects, When We Were Young, Bring Me the Horizon, Strangers, Creeper, Ghost Brigade, Enter Shikari, The Void Stares Back featuring Wargasm, Ghost, Call Me Little Sunshine, Ithaca, They Fear Us, or Neck Deep, STFU.
Shut
Shut the front door.
Yeah.
It's a toss up between Bring Me and Enter Shikari for me.
Architects all day. They walk it with me.
I'd go with Enter Shikari. I slightly prefer that song to the Bring Me song.
I'd go Shikari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you I love Enter Shikari. I enjoy Wargasm, but what I don't like is there was like this period of time where every band was like, let's get the girl from Wargasm to do a verse on our song.
Sure.
So every song's got this noise on it, and that's fine, but that's what makes Wargasm. And then every band was like, let's get that into our band, and it was a little bit grating after a while.
I can understand what you're saying, but collabs, they're the future.
Breaking news, we were just hearing that Black Lakes have got a exclusive collab.
Yeah, you wait for our next single. I was going to say WC actually stands for Whiny Chick. Oh no!
Oh wow, that was brutal. Wow.
Hey, it was the best I could do on the spot to try and make WC work.
Just to balance it a little bit.
Yeah,
I quite like Architects. I'm not feeling the new stuff.
I thought When We Were Young was like an absolute breath of fresh air. It was incredible.
Really?
After not that I thought the previous album wasn't good. I really enjoyed it, but for me, When We Were Young was what I was hoping for when that album came out.
Always nice when that happens, but for me, it left me cold, like belly button fluff.
Toe jam.
Surely that should make you warm.
Architects, like you in the last album, are one of those bands that I really want to like more than I do, and go, oh come on, you can nearly be so great, but they're not quite. But that's me. Everyone's entitled to their view.
Right.
Absolutely.
Best production: Architects, The Classic Symptoms of a Broken Spirit; Bad Omens, The Death of Peace of Mind; Hailstorm, Back from the Dead; Ithaca, They Fear Us; Rolo Tomasi with Where Myth Becomes Memory; Static Dress with Rogue Carpet. Is that Rogue? That's Rouge Carpet Disaster; or Vukovi with Nula.
So, easier for me because the production on Bad Omens is extraordinary.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like your death metal to take, left-handed jaunts into Aha and Midura, and then come back to like Boyzone, and then also then go heavy like Morbid Angel, and that is the album for you. If you don't like any of those things, you'll probably hate it. But yeah, it does sound extraordinary as well. So that would get my vote.
Probably Architects.
Come on, Big Will.
I'm just scrolling back through stuff a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, there we go. Kaz is saying it's a toss-up between Architects and Bad Omens, but Bad Omens is what I went for. When did we see them? Was it last Wednesday?
Yeah, and they were awesome.
Yeah, it was literally last Wednesday, wasn't it? Yeah. No worries, Karen. Take it easy. We have reached her curfew. How many categories
To
have
be
we
fair,
got?
we've reached our curfew, but we're just going to keep going because we've got a couple more categories to go.
All right, cool. That's
Right.
fine.
Best video.
Mhm.
Cassette with Sad Girl Summer, Coheed and Cambria with The Liars Club, Electric Cool Boy with Hurricane, Motionless in White with Werewolf, Nova Twins with Choose Your Fighter, Parkway Drive with Glitch, or Polyphia with Playing God.
Now, in a kind of nice way, I've not seen a single one of those videos.
I didn't know what to vote for there.
So I really don't know. I'd have to go and watch them all. I mean, there's obviously a number of bands now I know of, but I've not seen any of those videos, which is surprising.
I've seen the Nova Twins once.
Yeah, but it shows you, I suppose, like before, you just get all of these things on Kerrang really all the time and everything, and now, or Skurs and both, and
Not
MTV. But that's what I mean. It's like,
used to.
yeah, I mean, I know I should be on YouTube, shouldn't I, more, but I don't have time. I'm too busy doing music.
I think I voted for Motionless because I like a few of their other videos, so I just assumed it would be good.
I can imagine the video will be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dave is voting for Motionless in White as well.
Yeah.
Last one?
Last category is Best Album Artwork, which...
Oh, it's a visual one. This is a visual one.
It's a visual one. So you got Coheed and Cambria, Vaxis 2, The Window of the Waking Mind, Malevolence with Malicious Intent, Parkway Drive with Darker Still, Polyphia with Remember That You Will Die, nice name, Covey with Nulla, Witch Fever, James's favourite band apparently, The Congregation, and Zeal and Ardor with Zeal and Ardor.
I like the Zeal and Ardor, fingers up and down, as above, so below.
I wonder if I do this and then this, will that go onto the stream so that people can just...
No, you broke it.
No, I haven't. Just give me a sec.
There it is.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, so I did look at these earlier. So I've got a real issue with Parkway Drive because I feel like eventually I'm going to somehow get it and they're going to be my favourite band ever.
Too late.
But right now I'm struggling. But I like their aesthetic and everything about them. I'm like, I should dig this. But the problem I have is I can't get on with the voice. And that then makes it really hard to access then, doesn't it, when you don't get on with the voice?
I did vote for Parkway Drive for the album artwork. Cause
I think
it's
Parkway Drive is my favourite out of all those arts, absolutely. So
And
you don't feel behind. It's not like we know every single one of these bands ever. I mean, again, I only come across Bob Vylan, and Bad Omens and a few other things fairly recently. So, it's don't feel behind. Like I said, I do miss Skuz though with Kerrang and I mean, maybe I'm getting old, but TV stations where you like, because I'd sit down for an hour and go, let me have this on, and then I like that. What's that? It was so easy. It felt much easier to access new music, whereas now Spotify gives you so much. It's so hard to isolate. I mean, although I would say, Caskets came that way a few days ago, but at the same time, it's I particularly miss 120 Minutes on MTV. That used to be a show. Okay. It was on about 2 a.m. and you get stuff on there that no one's ever going to have heard of. And you're like, wow, that's amazing.
Isn't that the song that got put on?
I don't know, maybe.
Gavin says you're getting the hang of the tech now, Will. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm not. I just want to quickly point out.
Although he has, because he hasn't sent us a photo of his outie, which is still has to happen.
Sort it out.
Come on.
Yeah. So come on, outie up.
Pixar, it didn't happen, is I believe the phrase. I just want to point out that the Nova Twins album is up for Best Album of the Year, and that was jointly produced by someone called Romesh Do Dangoda.
Indeed.
I don't know who that is, but he sounds like a cool guy. So
familiar, pretty familiar.
Yeah. Apparently, he really lost it on the Black Lakes record, but apart from that, he's pretty solid.
Yeah, he's like, if you ask him what the lowest point of his career was.
That's hilarious.
Oh, there you go. I never heard of Motionless in White till I heard it by mistake on Amazon.
Hey,
so one good thing came.
Check that. You just had a notification come through saying you've got 24 photos from someone about belly button.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's fine.
24.
I get lots of notifications, James. That's they're, I'll share them if I need to.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, but belly buttons. 24.
Yes, we love Ramesh. Just to be clear, in case Kaz's post it wasn't obvious that we love Ramesh. Yes, we love Ramesh, and yes, he's worked quite a bit with Nova Twins.
Oh, what the bloody!
What have you done now, William?
Nothing. Sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be now, Gav. By the way, it's just again. This is someone with an outie refusing to actually give any evidence of their outie. Hashtag just saying my theory is still pretty solid at this stage. Anyway, where's Neil66 to agree with me? I'm missing him this week. Where's Neil66 go? I agree with Scott. I've been missing those this week.
I'm concerned about Will. Something bad's happened.
No, something incredible has happened, but it's like my brother has just texted me.
Okay.
Right? He's just got married. Secretly.
Surprise!
What? That's pretty big.
He's just got married.
Are you sure you want to announce that on the internet? Yeah.
My brother just got married. Oh, yeah, I will tell the 13 people currently watching that my brother just got married.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean, though. But if anyone
bless him. Oh, that's incredible, man.
Your brother just got secretly married.
Nice.
Yeah, wow, okay, so you really did get secretly married.
Surprise.
Why did
That's
you feel
insane.
The need to keep it? Why did he feel the need to keep it secret? Where did he get married? In the UK?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe he didn't want to steal your thunder.
He's put, we both absolutely had no doubt that we wanted to get married, but neither of us wanted a wedding. That's nice.
Yeah.
So he's put, it was just the two of us, and we roped in a couple of Australians as last minute witnesses.
Nice. I drink a toast to that.
I will drink a toast to that. That is insane.
What a full stop on a blacklist that is. You just found out your brother's got married secretly in Australia. Amazing.
I knew there was a reason I was drinking tonight. Let's have another couple.
There's a day with a wine in it, that's why.
No. Absolutely. Right. I believe that curtails the Heavy Music Awards.
Yeah.
And the award for greatest secret marriage goes to my brother.
That's it. Yes, it's the one I can never remember. It begins with long, so that gives you every indication of what you need.
Alright, so that could be library.
Yeah, and I think Clevergeth, his book, isn't it? Clevergeth's library. Anyway, let's not get into that right now either. Thank you ever so much, everyone, for joining us once more, because I think Will is understandably somewhat derailed by his brother's big news, and I'm sure it'll ring him instantly.
I won't. I'll leave him be. It's his wedding night, apparently.
That'll be fun.
As soon as we have more official news on anything Kerrang, Download or Marshall Record related, of course you will be I'd say the first to know, the sixth to know after the five of us have hopefully found out. Excuse me.
What the
and of course,
fuck? He got married in January?
Again.
Surprise!
He got married in January!
Hey, what, in Australia?
I was going to say...
No, in Sheffield!
The swine! He didn't even invite you!
I mean, you could go with Australia, but Sheffield is so much better, right?
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, they got the snooker there and everything. What we should say, though, Will, we've forgotten, obviously, we're in Fuel next Friday, so this will be the last Blacklist before we hit our first show of 2023, which is a terrifying thought. That we haven't played this year yet. That is a weird thought, but yeah. Week Friday, is it, I think?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's a week Friday. We'll be in Fuel. Be there. It'll be lovely to see you all face to belly button.
New song, maybe?
Maybe new song.
I've seen the set list, and I know there's a new song.
Have you written it? Have you? Oh, right, okay.
Could you tell me which one it is? Because I really need to know which one of the three we're going to do.
You need to get practicing.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we'll decide on that. Do you know what? I found it the other day. I didn't realise this fully, but the Pixies never have a set list before they go on stage and decide at random on the night what they're going to play and in what order per song. I mean, that is not very organised. Can you imagine going, what are we going to do? I don't know, we'd be there for an hour. Like, what should we play? I don't know. What do you want to play? I don't mind.
That terrifies me, that does. Where does it go again?
But it'd be a nice way. It'd be a nice place to get to at some point, I suppose. But there we are.
All the hits.
Yeah. Sorry, Deb. I'm not trying to make you sad. You can see us again, just not next Friday.
Can we live stream it?
We're playing again. I'm not sure if you'll. I don't think you'll stream it. But we will love you by proxy, Deb. Don't worry. And we will. I'm sure we'll come to Wales again soon. I mean, I know we're playing Swansea. Is that May? May, I think. But we will come around.
I checked the website blacklist.com to find out more information.
That's probably a good idea.
I like that.
Yeah, I think absolutely. Because I can never remember what dates we're doing what.
That might need updating, actually.
So, James, final thoughts. Let these poor people go home. Okay, Will, final thoughts.
Congratulations to my absolutely incredible and lovely brother.
There you go, amazing. And again, once more in Welsh.
Llongyfarchiadau.
There you go. Llongyfarchiadau. Close enough.
Can I have my final thought?
Yes, now you can.
I built an igloo.
Okay, there we go. Do it the full.
Did you just shout, I built an igloo?
Yes,
Yeah.
I built an igloo.
We'll see you at Swansea. There you go, Deb. See, it's not that far away. We'll be in Swansea in May. Thank you ever so much once again for joining us on the Blacklist.
Thanks to Scott for letting me come over to his abode and
You're welcome anytime.
use stuff.
You are all welcome at any time.
I love this pretense, as if they're not going back to their separate bedrooms in the same fucking house.
Shut up, Will.
Absolutely.
It's not how it works.
100%. And I would say, whether you're an innie or an outie, Black Lakes love you all.
True that. True that.
So, just to clarify, in case there was any anti-outie feeling earlier.